Give it a second here, give it a second. We're trying to reconnect on Mike's. Now we're looking pretty good on yours.
My connection's usually pretty good.
And look at that, you're live. Hey, you're live, you're live, you're live. When you're live, you're live.
It's that time of the week. Thank you to all you loyal Live with Mike and Jim fans for tuning in once again. We try to get the most exciting interviews we can for you. We have a hot list that we like to go off of. It doesn't always work the way we want it to, but this way it worked out perfect. We've been looking forward to this interview for a couple of months now. We finally got him tracked down. We finally got his attention, and here we are. There's no shortage of places to eat pizza in Kankakee County, that's for sure. But if you haven't had pizza from Papi's Pizza Cafe yet, you're really missing out. So if you're on this side of town, driving down Court Street, take a turn down Schuyler, take a right across the street from Napa Auto Parts, and you'll find Papi's Pizza Cafe. Their buffet starts at 11 o'clock. And that's what originally drew me in here. They got a really, really good pizza and pasta buffet with salad. So I came here a couple, 2-3 times for that. But just this past week I came in and I realized they got a full menu. And I'm like, there were so many good-looking items on the menu, I had to give it a shot. So I had the turkey melt. And I was like, wow, I thought this was only pizza. But no, they got a full lineup. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner here at Papi's Pizza Cafe. You got to come check it out. There's a lot more to it, but we'll get to that later. I'll let Jim take over from here.
And yeah, gosh, there's so much more to it. What really makes this place different than any of your other pizza places in town is your options, the menu, the staff. I mean, you guys hear us all the time talk about the customer service, the necessity.
The atmosphere.
You know, I mean, it's amazing. So when you get to see it, what you're seeing in the background is just half of what this, actually not even half, you know, I'm not giving you enough of the space.
There's a 4-in-1 in here, and you're going to see what we're talking about.
It's great looking. And then another great thing is if you want to sit down and get great service and be waited on, you're going to get it. If you're just needing to stop by for a quick lunch and grab it yourself, you don't want to deal with a lot of people, the buffet's a great option. And you know me and Mike, we can get down on a buffet.
Our guest today is a true entrepreneur.
Yes.
He stayed persistent. He stayed consistent. He's always worked hard. He's worked his way up the ladder. And as of now, his creation is right here where we're standing. Let's bring him on the show for the first time. Ladies and gentlemen, here he is, the owner of Papi's Pizza Cafe. He is Russ Lynn. We're excited about this one.
Thanks for having us on this morning.
Hey, my pleasure. So what I'm most interested in is just the story. Let's talk about how you got to the entrepreneurial mindset and how you started your first business venture and then how it evolved into this.
Sure, I'd love to tell you. It goes back to 2003, actually, when Oliver's Bar and Grill in Bradley first opened.
Still a good restaurant.
I was just married, had my wife had our first kid, and I was actually just looking for a job. Walked in and they said, cook these things for me and we'll tell you if you got a job. Cooked fire.
You never cooked before?
No, never cooked before.
Okay.
And I had to feed their family.
Okay.
So that was the family's choice if they were going to hire me.
Okay.
So cooked for them and they're like, you're hired. It started in 2003 with Oliver's. That's still been a success. We went on to help in opening Paul's Place, which is right across the tracks now. I was there about 5 years as general manager, assistant manager, and whatnot. Moved on to help open the Kankakee VFW over before it became Burgers and Beers. Was there about 2 years, did the fish fries, did a breakfast, lunch menu every day.
Got some experience.
Wound up leaving there, wound up joining up with Adam Baumgartner in Mantino. Opened up the Pizza Stone in 2011. Wound up working with him, opening up a place called the Moments Pizza Company, and then also worked on the warehouse.
The warehouse?
Yeah.
That was you, huh?
Wound up leaving the warehouse and wound up joining up with Wanda Mormon and opened up Nana's 2 Cakery and the Majestic Theater on Schuyler. Was there about 2 years and then opened up Cream and Sugar. Cream and Sugar was great, a success, but the vision was always for Papi's. Papi's Pizza came from my father. My father passed from cancer in 2009. Papi's was his fantasy football team name, actually. He was the Happy Papi's. So whenever we got together, he was always the Happy Papi's.
Yeah.
So when he passed, I wanted to put together a concept that paid homage to him, paid homage to like where he came from. He was a hardcore factory worker.
Yeah.
He worked first, second, third shift. So like we would eat dinner, sometimes 9 o'clock at night. We would eat breakfast sometimes 8 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
So I figured everything was working great at Cream and Sugar. Why not put the concept together of like bring our pizza and our breakfast and everything together? And it just seemed like it took off. It took us about 3 years to get this open, but we opened last July 7th.
I think it's brilliant. And you know, it's not how many times you get knocked down, it's how many times you get back up and keep moving forward. If you get knocked down 7 times, get up 8 times. Now, a lot of people, if they had a business venture and it didn't work out the way they thought it would, they would, okay, I tried it, I'm done, and get a normal job. But that's why you're a true entrepreneur.
Oh, and I love
You're
it.
like, I'm not done, this business didn't work, but I've got something else to do now.
Oh.
What does it take to keep that kind of mindset going and, you know?
It takes passion, it takes care, it takes just something you gotta love to do. When I wake up and I come in here and say, I do come in here every morning and I open, I make soups, I make all of my sauces, all of my dressings are made from scratch here. This is what I take a lot of pride in, is the freshness that I can bring, you know? You're not gonna find a microwave in our kitchen. You're not gonna find Chef Mike in there.
Yeah.
We don't believe in nuking any of our food. So that was something that I've always been so happy about, finally coming to a place that wasn't corporate, that lived on microwaves. So like that's something, it's just a passion. It's sticking my head out the door and, you know, seeing your daughter smiling and dancing because she's eating a piece of pizza.
Oh, yeah,
So
we were doing that in a few
take
minutes.
pictures of these things of kids enjoying it, seeing families get together. And honestly, we were told this is a place that we couldn't pull off and make it a family place.
Which makes it even more motivating.
I was going to say, got you more fired up.
We've done it. You know, we've been able to separate the dining room from the
This
bar
place is
area.
brilliant.
You want to bring a baseball team in with a bunch of kids, have a couple guys want to have a couple drinks over here. You know, we still want to keep it somewhat separate.
It's a good setup.
You know, we've also
Very
kept,
good setup.
we tried to keep the TV out of the dining room just so when families come in, they have conversation. I'm very old school as far as like my family values, as far as where
We
I
like
think how
old
my
school.
dad raised me. And you know, we still pray as a family. We still, you know, eat together as a family. And these are things
That's
that we
awesome.
think, these are morals, these are what's based upon. You know, we do try to do a lot of outreach programs here. You know, for Thanksgiving, for Christmas, we open up our doors to feed the homeless or feed anybody that wants a meal or just wants to be a community. And we've turned out anywhere from 50 to 75 people on those events.
My goodness.
We've done it for Easter. You know, and this isn't to get notoriety or anything like this.
Yeah.
This is just a mission that we feel everybody needs to eat. If you're hungry,
Yeah.
you know, come on in. And we've been provided for in such a good way, so it's not like, why not give back?
Heck
You
yeah.
know, and that's just kind of who we are.
Well, our audience here loves to give back. If you're just joining this live stream,
You know what to
we're here
do.
with Russ, the owner of Papi's Pizza Cafe here in Kankakee. If you didn't watch the beginning of this, you're going to hear a very inspiring story from a multi-entrepreneur through many restaurant ventures, helping him start up off the ground to a success, and now in his own place that he was told he wouldn't be able to pull off. He's showing everybody wrong, and if you're going to want to check this out, see the replay, check us out on the YouTube channel, and he's paying it forward by feeding the homeless. He's really living through his family values. You're seeing it in the leadership come through on this place. Do us a favor, help Russ out, share this message, share the stream out. So Russ, a lot of the people want to know here, when it comes to being an entrepreneur,
Sure.
you know, some people think right when you go into business, boom, you're rich.
Yeah.
Right? So, and I know that's a big common misconception.
Right,
You know,
right.
how have you weathered the storm through the challenges of multi-startups? I know it costs a lot to get something off the ground. You've
Definitely.
been through a lot of them.
Definitely.
And what I want to highlight here is you've gotten a lot of partnerships
Yeah.
involved in this, and I think that's a huge reason. Talk a little bit about some of that.
Partnerships are great, you know, even with our radio station. So see, I partner with Shine FM as one of the radio stations I partner with.
Great organization.
I donate and I take care of all their fund drives as fundraisers as far as providing all of their food for them.
Oh,
They
wow.
donate us commercials. A lot of times they give us tickets. We hand out to employees. We give away to customers. So things like that. You know, we partner with everybody around town for signage, for anything, because everybody loves to eat.
Yeah.
You know,
You
so-
gotta eat.
And it's also
Gotta
us
eat.
cross marketing with people. You know, I am a small business owner and I know how hard it was to get up. So it's sometimes funny when we do a market and somebody says, would you mind if another pizza place invite you? Oh, it's better. I want to see them come in and succeed too. Not everybody's going to eat at our place every day. I would love
Sure.
it, but I want to see this community just build when everybody just was down on us and said we couldn't.
Well, let's
You
talk
know?
about that real quick too,
Okay.
because building the community, you guys have taken on a huge project, you and Adam, right? With
Right.
this space right here.
Right.
And you've now brought in other business into this building with
Right.
the remodel.
Yeah, and there's another one getting ready to go in back probably by next summer. Which
Okay.
is nice. Another, it seems like a really large banquet hall is getting built in back.
Woo!
You know, so that's, you know, fireplace is getting put in right now for it.
Oh,
So,
my goodness.
I mean, these are exciting things to where Kankakee is going to be a destination spot for some things that people said we can't stay in Kankakee for. We have to go north for. we're trying to let people know in Kankakee, you can stay in Kankakee and have a great time and put on a great event.
Absolutely.
And people from north, south, whatever, you can come out here. You know, we have a lot of people coming from different areas up north, you know, west, east, that just come here because they hear things about us and they hear about the community that we have here and they hear about our restaurant, they hear about what we do. And people seem to love it, and I'm still like in awe because to me it's like whipping up a couple simple things in a pan and putting it out, and I scratch my head when somebody's like, oh my God, that's like the best thing. And it's, again, it's a blessing from God.
Yeah,
I begin it. It's just
great
like,
day at work.
So it's like I enjoy doing it. I love feeding people, and that's how I get my rush from every day.
Yeah,
you know?
Something I see that's going on here, you got a good team, people that are all working good together here, because you're here, you're not even nervous right now because you know they got it covered.
Right.
Along with that, I would imagine it takes a certain amount of training that takes place when you hire them on to get them to see your vision, to get employees to do things the way you want them, even when you're not around. Can they still work unsupervised? How do you get them to that point? What kind of training do you take them through to get your staff all on the same page?
You know, even with our initial hire-on process, we do applications, but anybody can find anything you want to hear on paper.
The first time, they're always nice when they want a job.
Yeah.
The first time to meet you.
So we bring people in on a working interview, usually on a busy time. So then we kind of know what they're made of, if they're going to fit in, if they're going to be like
working.
Gotta be a people.
Working interviews is how we always do it. You know, we find these people. Most of these people that are working for me right now have been with me anywhere from 4 to 7 years at different locations.
Wow.
So that's a trust that these people have
That says
built in
something.
me. Taking care of these people, making sure, yes, their checks are always there, but they're also taking time not to treat them like a number. Remembering their name. Remember they have something with their kids on this day. Yes, business comes, but then I also put family love a lot of stuff. And
Yeah.
we're going to work. It's just a respect that I show them that they in turn give back to me. It's just it's a respect thing. Of course, you know, you get that occasional employee that likes to take advantage of it.
Sure.
But overall, I think it's just I treat people how I want to be treated, and it just seems kind of like
The golden rule.
The culture's really strong here. You know what I've noticed a lot with good culture, and I can see it in your team too, is, you know, you don't have to be the man to bring them down or to check them in place. It's usually the team that singles out that person that tries to take advantage of you. And I can see how you interact with your team here, and that's definitely something that...
And there's no job that's too, you know, as far as that point, there's no job that's too bad for me that I want to. I'll be the first person there scrubbing dishes or cleaning the toilet.
He's hands-on.
And that speaks volumes also to your workers, because if they look over and see the guy maybe that's paying your check and they might be standing there on their phone or doing something they're not supposed to, they get like, hey, wait, get away, you're not supposed to be doing this.
Unless you can show them how it's done.
And
Just tell them.
well, I always challenge them all. I always challenge them all. You want to race? You want to race?
Yeah, right?
But that's just fun. That's just me loving having fun with my employees and just getting involved in the kitchen.
Yeah, so another question I ask, and the live viewers always want to know, is what's the day in the life of a restaurant owner? This is a very hands-on business. I know you're in here a lot, but
yeah.
You know, what time are you waking up? I know you said you're making stuff in the morning.
Right.
You know, what's your day rhythm look like?
My day, I usually wake up about 6:15. Usually I'll either start getting calls from employees or vendors or delivery drivers. Get up, get ready, bring the kids to school, whatever they got to do, and get in here 8:30. To start making everything from scratch. You know, we feed dressings, soups, figure out what I'm going to put on the buffet, because every day we change our buffet out besides just the pizzas. We have different hot options on there. You know, and then it's also prepping and getting ready for the nighttime, making sure everything's done, making sure all bills are paid. And, I mean, it's just the behind the scenes work. It's not just being on the line cooking and working with your team, but it's all that behind the scenes work as far as being a business owner. They take on that. People don't realize how much it is with licensing and just everything.
Even the phone calls and the coordination of everything takes a lot of energy.
And it's like, even with my cell phone, if you press option 3 when you call our restaurant, it's for catering and for questions. So my option 3 is blowing up my phone constantly. You know, I'll be sitting in a restaurant on a Friday night or Saturday.
So option 3 goes straight to it, huh?
I'm like, Papi's Pizza Cafe, how can I help you? He's trying somewhere else.
Yeah. What are your hours here at Papi's Pizza Cafe?
We're open 11 to 9, Monday through Saturday. We're closed on Sunday for faith, family, and friends. You know, we figured everybody needs a day of rest off. Whether being going to church or just being with their significant others, it just gives them that time to rest, which everybody needs.
Family first here at Papi's Pizza Cafe, in business since 2015.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Well, let's take a look around real quick, because this isn't all. This is the bar area. You got the 21 to get into this area right here, but there's other areas you can check out. Let's go see what the rest of Papi's Pizza Cafe looks like. I'll take this off, actually. You can give us. Why don't you give us? You can do the commentary.
Sure.
If you want, give us. Here's what the full bar looks like.
Oh, yeah, let's go through this way.
Yep. Give us the commentary.
This
of the bar
is,
here.
you know, again, this is our gaming room. It has been made up just to give people a little more privacy. A lot of places you're next to each other when you're gaming. This gives people a little more privacy,
Yeah.
which we really like. This American flag was made by a local artist.
Wow.
You know, we take a lot of pride.
2x4s, huh?
We take a lot of pride in supporting local artists and, you know, community as far as what we can do with them.
You know what I really like is the idea of having it so spaced out for the gaming.
Yes.
You know, you see all these places, they just put them all in the corner right together. And who doesn't like a little entertainment before they take their meal out, and maybe they get it paid for?
Of course, you know, this is, you know, our buffet area. It's, you know, and it's getting ready to be set up. You know, of course, we have a full salad bar. We'll have about 6 to 7 pizza options on. You know, and maybe we might have a couple minutes when it goes up.
Getting set up now. This is one of the better lunches in town right here. So
You guys get to see how they got that industrial look in here.
It was made by a local artist.
Local artist. What's her name?
Mason Lilly.
Mason, okay.
You know, and these chairs.
Oh, wow.
Oh, check these chairs out.
Bunch of flywheels? Or,
Yeah.
that's real
Look
cool.
at these chairs.
These chairs were made by my wife, Laura Lind.
Your wife made these?
Yeah, we took them out of a fire, refurbished them, and these are all daily journal papers that we Mod Podged over everything, and
Wow.
we refurbished them. And
So the tops of all these chairs.
people can
Oh,
go through
wow.
and probably find their names somewhere. A lot of people do, and they just laugh. And it gives people that connection too.
Look at all these chairs with articles right here. Nick Kravitz says those are some cool chairs. Maggie says hello. Hey, everybody that's on the live stream. If you missed some of this beginning, check it out when we upload it on our YouTube channel. The link is in the description for YouTube. You can see over 50 other interviews. And then we're here with Russ, the owner at Papi's Pizza Cafe in Kankakee. This place is awesome looking. Deb Davis says, wow, plan to go there. Highly encourage it. So you guys, you know, we didn't talk much about the menu. Obviously, pizza's a huge hit here. Your guys' soups are famous.
Right.
And you guys also do breakfast.
Yes, we do breakfast. Breakfast has always been a passion of mine, and at the other cafes that we've had, you know, with being said, Nana's too, and Cream and Sugar, people love to come for our breakfast, and we decided to incorporate that because, I mean, who offers biscuits and gravy and omelets with pizza and wings at 8 o'clock at night?
Nobody does. Only
We do.
Pappy's Pizza.
Yeah.
That's right.
And it's something that, again, it goes back to my dad working midnights and us eating breakfast at different hours. And I know this town has been based upon factories and blue-collar workers. And I know that's who I want to you know, cater to. And I feel like we've been doing a great job as far as that. You know, we are out in catering now. We're catering different events now. And even with our banquet room, we're booking it like crazy. And we're being able to host birthday parties and bridal showers and even wedding events that people are leaving us cards and notes of just how memorable everything is. So this is why we were here.
Heck,
To create these
yeah.
memories for this community and for us. And it's just such an awesome feeling.
Wow.
So-
So how many businesses have you started overall?
11.
Wow. Okay, so you got a lot of experience, more than most. And I've only started one so far. And I'm going to, Jim, you've started multiple things that you didn't necessarily think about for your entire life. You kind of fell into some opportunities,
Correct.
took advantage of them. So give us some words of wisdom as anybody going into business, what's some words of wisdom you can give to them as far as getting started and getting moving?
Listen to as much as you can. You know, the people that I've worked with, that I've started businesses with, I've always been able to learn from each and every one of those, whether it be a good thing or a bad thing. I tend to look at a lot of the things, what not to do today, based upon other people that I've worked with, and
Yeah.
even say shows that I watch as far as bar rescues and stuff.
Yeah, I love that.
But then it's also knowing that when I have fallen into a bad decision, doesn't mean I have to also stay in that bad decision because of pride purposes. I could take myself out of that and say, hey, you know, this was a bad decision because I'm not perfect and I will make a bad decision.
Okay.
But if I could take myself out of there and swallow my pride, that's been a big thing for me, which has helped me beneficially. Like, you know, we did reduce hours from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. Didn't seem like it was a wise choice as far as a business thing. We tried it for about 8 months. You know, and since we've switched to 11, yes, it was a prideful thing of going to 11, but numbers have been night and day, you know, as far as a business, and then which increases what we can give to the community for longer and ensure our longevity for this place. You know, and people have embraced that now, so that's a great decision. Let's just keep, you know, chasing your dreams, you know, and don't stop. And if somebody tells you you can't, make that fire you, because I guarantee I have more people tell me that I couldn't do anything than I have fingers and toes right now.
Yeah.
And this is where I am, and these are the examples that I try to teach my kids, you know?
Well, those sound like great examples.
Yeah, let's talk about coming back from a bad mistake. Because a lot of people, when they make a bad mistake, they really dread on it. They dread on the past, and they dread on it so much they can't move forward because they're too busy thinking about the past and what's already happened. How do you come back from making a bad mistake, and what kind of mindset do you carry with you?
Mike asking the tough questions.
Like you said, it's not dwelling on the past. It's leaving it in the past and looking towards the future and trying to learn from that mistake and learning what not to do again. And it's all about a self thing too, you know. You can't beat yourself up about that. 'Cause you beat yourself up, and then it just takes you out of your mindset, takes you out of your sweet spot, and that just affects everybody, your business, to your employees, to your food quality, or whatever you're doing in business. You know, it's just keeping that steady, straight, positive train of thinking.
All right.
Easier said than done,
Anything else?
but it is possible.
Man.
All right. Any final words for potential customers at Papi's Pizza Cafe?
Just come check us out. Give us a try. You'd love the environment. You love the staff. You love the feel that you get when you walk in the door. You won't be disappointed.
Closed on Sundays for faith, family, and friends.
And this picture right here, I'm not sure. This is my father, Tommy Salas, from the tattoo shop, tattoo artist. He's the one that created the logo of my father for this. So he did the character of my dad,
nice.
and right now he put together a kids coloring sheet that we're in the process of getting printed based on characters that my dad, he always called everybody Bonehead and Goofball McGillicuddy. So now we've been able to create characters that are Goofball, McGillicuddy, and Bonehead. They're going to be on these kids coloring sheets.
Nice.
Gosh, that's awesome.
Things to look forward to.
Well, Russ, thanks again for all your time, man. We greatly appreciate it. We'll get one more shot here in this restaurant. This is what you're going to see when you walk into Papi's Pizza. And I want to say thank you for all you guys that are loyal viewers, you guys that share the stream. You mean a lot to me. You mean a lot to Mike. You mean a lot to Russ. You mean a lot to everybody. Sharing this message helps out families you don't even know. Mike's bringing us to the back. There's a little banquet hall back there getting built. And then Mike is going to show off. Here's the meeting room for Papi's Pizza.
A meeting of like 30, 40 people and you want it catered, well, here's a perfect spot for it. There's even a bar here and full service, and they can get it going on for you. And so if you have an event,
check out that.
Right here at Papi's Pizza, they got the banquet room. If you need an MC, give me a call. I MC. And I got a physique summit that I'm emceeing. I got a bunch of bodybuilding shows that I'm emceeing, but I can keep the show moving. So if you guys need an MC for your event, let me know.
Gosh, this is a great spot for an event.
Yeah,
Woo!
this is because it looks good here. It's just enough room and easy to get to.
Well, another great live with Mike and Jim. Mike, appreciate you showing up with all your energy all the freaking time.
Should we give next week's interview away yet, or make them wait till next Thursday?
You gotta wait. You gotta tune in live.
Okay,
you guys gotta follow this.
I want you guys to wait. If you want to know who next week's guest is, show up same time, this time next week. Until next time, live with Mike and Jim fans. Thanks for watching.